Do, 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 do. Hello, all you wonderful people, and greetings from the beautiful, well, I guess somewhat beautiful Higashi, Osaka. Right now I'm in a place called Fusei, which is in the heart of Higashi, Osaka. They're getting really rammed up to get their rugby festival started. There's going to be the 2019 World Cup happening right here in Higashi, Osaka. I'm going to be traveling pretty much down this way, doing a little walk, a little talk, talking about things that are in the a little bit about talking about Disney World in Florida, even though I'm out in Japan. Pictures have shown up of people that are getting their picture taken by a machine with these characters and stuff, which there's absolutely nothing with that. Power Soul MC, good to see you. How you doing? There's absolutely nothing wrong with getting your picture taken with a machine. Universal Studios has had that for years, next to the Spinosaurus, I believe. And I think they've had people that take your picture there as well, in the Jurassic Park area, and there's a couple areas. Good morning on your side. Sometimes you lag. That's right. That's right. It is 100%. I'm only using data, so I do lag sometime. Anyway, there are a lot of machines that take pictures. That's just your standard shot. It takes a wide shot of the setting that you're looking at, so you get the key point that's there, like a dinosaur, the people, if they're standing in the right place, because most people on their first time or just taking a vacation, they don't know where to stand, where the lens is, where the camera is actually going to take the shot from. Well, I can't really tell you, because I live in Japan. I can tell you that the main things are there, and that's all that matters. But I used to work as a photographer in Disney World, in Walt Disney World, from about 2009 to about 2012. So a very short time. But I would say that the program that I went into helped shape my future of telling stories visually, even though I don't usually do that. I just make more like simple videos. However, sometimes I do try to tell stories, and I would like to think that going and becoming a Photopass photographer did help with that side of my storytelling. I know I was going to school at UCF for film, and I went to a lot of classes for film, and that could have been something too. Hey Joe, how you doing? Good to see you. Right now, just to give you an example where I am, because maybe when you're watching this, if you're watching it live, it's the middle of the day probably for you, but out in Japan it is late at night, almost midnight. They've already started putting out their illuminations out randomly, and this area has a whole Shulton guy that has their own illuminations, but I'll focus on that when we go by it. Anyway, I think that Disney Disney has put these automated camera systems that just take wide shots of a big area, sometimes with the character. From what I've seen one with Tinkerbell, where it's just a wide shot and you get to see the setting and the character. And the one shot that I saw on one of my Disney pages that I look at, I had the character all the way in the back, and the guest all the way in the back as well. And maybe people want that shot, and maybe you can zoom in and get a good picture out of it. I'm sure that's fine. But I personally think it's fine to do robot shots, because, well, it's going to make the process a heck of a lot quicker, and they're still using actual people at 100 locations inside of the theme parks. there's 100 locations that you could run into a Photopass person, which I imagine a lot of them would be on Main Street USA. There's at least 10 or 15 people there at a time usually. Wow, there's a lot of lights and stuff up here. And I'm not saying anything to try to upset anybody or make anyone mad. I think that it's okay that they want to try to automate this photo system, because most people just want a quick, easy photo, and if they can just tap their Disney Photopass, get a quick shot, they'll be happy, because there's a million other places they can get pictures. I don't see a problem with that. I don't know. I know this is coming out of the blue. It's just something I saw and something that I was reading about in Florida that they're doing, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I really don't think it's a terrible thing for them to want to do that. Does anyone who's watching this, does anyone know what I'm talking about? Does anyone seen these pictures? Because a couple of the sites I'm on, they're like, I can't believe this. I'm really upset. I'm really mad. I mean, bottom line, it's going to be a lot more easier to keep a person that, or it's going to be a lot more easier to keep a system. I used to live in Minnesota, Japan, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Thank you, Mary Louise. Thank you. However, I really do think that it's just one of those things that a robot would be much easier to employ than a person, because person needs breaks, person needs to take a break. Disney's one of the most busiest companies in the world. Like, people come and go there every like 3 seconds, and the turnover rate is crazy. You have to train, like to be honest, like the training for a Photopass is pretty good. You get a good foundation into how they want you to take pictures. And I remember I was taking pictures of the castles and like the landmarks of the area, like Spaceship Earth and castles, for like 2 or 3 or 4 months before they moved you on to characters, so they understand that you have like a good background in what you're doing. One time make photo of the month, I was really proud of that. I got some good fireworks in the back of some people with their faces. You know, it's all about framing. However, I think it's reasonable that this company says, well, we're gonna take some positions away. We're gonna put some robot cameras there. However, I don't think you'll be able to get the close-ups that you used to be able to get with Photopass. However, there is a thing called digital editing, and in this you can zoom in to an area that you want, blow it up, and if you're going to take a actual physical print of this, it'll look great. Especially at the quality they shoot at, it'll look great. So there's really no like downside to it, other than maybe a couple people will get cut. I get what people are afraid that's going to happen with the Photopass. They're all just going to disappear. But in my time in Photopass, we went from going free-handed to mostly being regarded to stationary shots. And with tripod shots, you can get some really, really, really good shots, like this angel bell thing here. This is like really cute, nice little illumination here. Anyway, you can get some really, really nice shots. And just because, hey, Mari, I always say your name wrong, but even though, imagine that I'm on a tripod right now, I could still zoom in, get some shots, zoom in, get some candid shots. However, with the picture machine, it takes the standard, let's take a pose, let's enjoy, let's have fun taking a picture. So you're not going to get those quick, like, I've got the eye for that. Maybe in the future they will, and that may replace some jobs at Disney. But a lot of people seem very, very adamant that their like favorite place to get a shot will go away. What did you say? You can call me anything, just don't call me late for dinner. Ba-boom! We got a joke here. We got a joke. We got a joke. Hee ha, funny funnies. We got comedy over here. I'm hungry right now. I actually just spent I spent from 3 o'clock to 11 o'clock playing video games. I just went over to a friend's house and played video games the entire time. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. However, I'm trying to go on a roll here. And basically what I'm saying is I don't think it's a big deal, because this is just the way progress works. Eventually, maybe some areas will be overtaken by robots at Disney World, but more than likely it's really not that big of a deal. It's there to make your experience quicker, easier, and faster. There are some places that robots can't go, like maybe in Typhoon Lagoon they have that water park. What? There you go. There you go, Maru. I'm not sure what the context of that sentence is, but I'm just gonna say, okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Shake, 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 Shinola. They got a little Christmas tree. They don't have a star on top. And I heard someone say that maybe there should be some areas that deserve a robot Photopass character or whatever, robot Photopass character, a place that deserves a robot Photopass station, something like that. Merry Christmas from old Popo-chan. Anyway, hey George, how you doing? Like, there's the wall in Epcot, the purple wall. I think that'd be a great place to get a shot, and you could put it on your Disney Fast Pass or Fast Pass Photopass or your Magic Band or whatever you want. I think it'd be a wonderful idea to put it there, and I think it's fine to do characters too. However, you're not going to get as many pictures, and Disney's likes their photos. I think they're going to keep people around for a very, 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 very long time, because, well, they make money off of it. Weather's perfect, my friends. The weather is perfect. Down here, the water's wetter. I don't know the Under the Sea song, but there's Dory. It's Dory. There's a jellyfish and another fish. Like maybe it's about 70 degrees right now. I'm in a nice jacket. It's nice out here. Choo choo train. Always going for the blues there. The last couple of days I've been doing like some serious like partying and drinking. Tonight I did a little bit of drinking, but last night I drank a little too much, and I went karaokeing for 2 hours, and they went by like that. Good morning. Oh, la 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 la, Lila. Yeah, with the 2 hour switch, it's a lot easier for me to get on in the morning for me to do a live stream, because you guys are up during that time. But I think you're in the West Coast. I think. You make it to a couple. Oh, we're going dark here. We're going dark. It's getting dark. I wonder if the illuminations will stop too, because they gotta shut these things down so they don't bother the people around them. But I don't know, George. You go to Disney more than me, because I haven't gone to Disney in a long time. What do you think about the animated picture places? I think it's fine. There's some areas that could use it. Yeah, 7 a.m. See, there you go. See, I'm on the ball. I get where my viewers are coming from. I try to think about these things before I go live too. But not every night I want to go out. I can give you guys a little bit of Japanese lesson while you're here. So that's a boar. You're looking at two boars, a mama boar and a kodomo boar, a baby boar. Boar is inoshishi. I have no idea how you say pigeon. Carson, California. Bear is kuma. Got a ambulance saying they're taking a left. I just broke my headphones here. Nothing boring about them. Thank you very much. Hato, you see, you got you might be right. I may be crazy. But bear is Kuma, a squirrel is Risu, and a rabbit is Usagi. Usagi. If you watch headphones for Scott. Because of noise complaints. Yeah. Well, you know, sometimes it happens. You do wake up sometimes in the middle of the night. There's just happens to be what do you call it? I'm trying to fix this here. Work. Last night I went out karaoke anyway, though. I want to talk about that really quickly because that was fun. I went out and I sang some Donovan. That was really fun. I don't know if you guys know Donovan, but I got to sing Catch the Wind, which is such a sweet song. If you have a chance, Catch the Wind. I'm going to try to fix my thing here. I'm going to put you guys like this for a second. I'm going to move out of the way of this bicycle that's going to run me over. And I'm going to try to fix this thing here. Sounds like people are doing some what do you call it, karaoke right next to me. Come on, work. There we go. I fixed it. Every day is a good day, my friends. Every day is a good friend. See, I want to do that. I want to do that. There is nothing like drunk karaoke. The only problem is since my Japanese is really, oh, you scared me. Shoot, you scared me. Since my Japanese is really, really poor, I can only do English songs or maybe like really, really simple Japanese songs. But next time you're going to karaoke, if you want to say like, hey, you know, karaoke is really popular in Japan. You hear that? You hear that guy? You hear that guy singing? You should check out a song called Sukiyaki, which is like dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Dun. There goes a police car. If I was walking out in the middle of the countryside in the middle of the night, and like maybe like 3 o'clock in the morning, a police car would probably pull me over and say like, "What are you doing out here right now?" I do not know Yume Kojo 86. Should I know them? Is it life or death situation? Is it important? Almost got hit by a bike. That was close. Started off talking about Disney, and I've already delved way beyond that into just like talking about life in Japan, which, believe me, I do like talking about. It's fun. Also, I have 8 people here, 4 likes. Why don't the likes match the people? I don't know. If you ever see this symbol, if you ever change your mind, if you ever see this symbol right here, this means kusuri, or drugs, like drugstore. So that must mean there's a kusuri somewhere around here. I don't think this is it. I think this is a mother and father. Oh, this is a kusuri. It's like te to te. See, I don't know what that means. Te to te. Hand in hand. Hand in hand. Kusuri. So, you get drugstore. Probably a family drugstore. Oh, you guys heard me. So if you go to like a grocery store, more than likely you won't find any like over-the-counter drugs there or anything. Like if you have a headache or something like that, you really have to go to a kusuri drugstore. However, if you're expecting like instant gratification, forget about it, my friends. Forget about it. Uh, you have to have a doctor's note for those stuff. And there's some stuff out here that really just like makes you turn into a zombie, and it's amazing how sometimes the healthcare system out here is amazing, and sometimes it's like crazy. But I like it. Works for me. And the fact that, you know, if you go to a doctor's office and say that I'm sick, I need help, the doctor will probably tell you that you need to come back and do all this stuff and everything. But you only pay 30% of what you go in for if you live in Japan. The government and your company pays 70%, so it's 30 to 70%, which is a pretty good deal in my personal opinion. And I don't want to say that other places could benefit from this, because I've upset people in the past saying, well, I really like having healthcare, and it's nice that, you know, it's kind of like a guaranteed thing if you have a full-time job. And even if you don't have a full-time job, if you just have had a full-time job, that you can get that. It's pretty cool. Yume Kojo 86 was this international exposition. Mascots used for exposition were used in Doki Doki Panic. People have told me about Doki Doki Panic. That's a video game with mice, right? It was on the Dreamcast. It was like a mice catching, or a cat catching mice and stuff like that, right? Am I correct? If I'm wrong, you can let me know. I've diverted far from the Disney topic that I started off with, but I've been on for 20 minutes, so I mean, what can you expect? Was used for SMB. What is the SMB system? I don't know the SMB. Super Mario Brothers? Super what? Oh, I see. Yes, Super Mario Brothers. Wait, Doki Doki Panic is the original Super Mario Brothers 2, the one where that's the ported game. Did not know that. The original thing was an Arabian theme. I do know that, and the whole reason that Mario wakes up in a dream is because it's just a game that they ported over, because they thought that the Japanese version of Super Mario Brothers 2 was too difficult. Do know that. I am not culturally video game what's the correct word to use here? I'm not culturally unresponsive. Choo Choo Rocket. There you go. Yeah, Choo Choo Rocket. I'm sorry. You are right, Joe. You are right. Choo Choo Rocket is the game that I am talking about. Doki Doki. Doki Doki means like, oh, this is exciting, or like this is kind of scary. Like if you were in a train crash or in a roller coaster. Jillionaire made an awesome video about that. You know, that'd be kind of fun to check out. So Doki Doki Panic, like if you were to break down the meaning of that, it would be like exciting and kind of scary time. Panic. Panic is the same in English and Japanese. Paniku. It's a beautiful night out tonight. It really is. I'm really happy it's not raining. Tomorrow, I really would like to go to a place in, well, just outside of the edge of Osaka, bordering on Kyoto, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. I don't really want to go by myself, and I don't want to pay that much money. I really don't know what I'm going to see. But I know that the USJ, Universal Studios Japan, has their Christmas stuff going on already. But I also don't want to spend time in an afternoon going to see Christmas stuff. Well, kaput. I've made mistakes in my life. I have made mistakes in my life. I will admit that for sure. However, I don't want to do that. Sometimes it seems to happen, but to be honest, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy. Well, I was just there roughly about, what, like 3 weeks ago for the last day of Halloween Horror Nights. And the buildings are going to are going crazy. They've officially announced they've got the Mario Kart ride. There's more information about that out. I think that was from the get-go. They said Mario Kart. I don't know how big the one in Japan is going to be. To be honest, thank you, Kaput. The only problem is that in the near future, I might not be in this area anymore. Which makes me a little sad because I do like living out here. I like Osaka a lot. However, I'm somewhere else. Where? Who knows? That's my tease. That's my tease. If you've heard it before, you've heard it from me. But if you haven't heard it, now you know. This place, Sendai is so good. They have ice cream bars, which I can't eat right now, for 39 cents. It's the cheapest place I've ever been. It's like kind of like an Aldi. It's a very, very cheap store, and you have to bring your own bags. And if you want to use the shopping cart, you have to put 100 yen in and you get it back. It's dark out. I'm pretty sure, at least in Japan, it's going to be mostly Super Mario. Orlando may be way different. Orlando will probably get the... We have to have your back no matter what you go do. Thank you. You know, I'm just one person. You live a life. The one thing that I wish I could more videos, but since I'm working a full-time job and I'm trying to do other things other than just YouTube, it's something that, you know, this is a hobby. As much as I would like this to be like something that I do full-time, it's a hobby. I really like to do that, but realistically I could not support myself on YouTube. But I'm happy to support myself in other ways. And I gotta tell you, what I do out here in Japan makes me very, very happy. Speaking of Japan, that right there is a very interesting thing. If you get snake eyes, you get 2 chances. If you get snake eyes, you get a free highball, which is a whiskey. If you don't, you probably have to pay like for a large whiskey. But it's pretty good for a free drink. It's like a little game of chance they advertise. I did that with my buddy Toko on the Halloween night or around Halloween night. Pretty cool. I heard they found a lost Oswald short in Osaka. Really? I didn't know that. A lost. Hello, Thump Thump. The Thump Thump is actually my favorite weapon from the Fallout New Vegas game. I just wanted you to know that. I don't think it really affects you or changes your opinion on the world or anything, but I just want you to know that's my favorite weapon from Thump Thump. I did not know that they found a lost Oswald the Lucky Rabbit from here in Osaka. Small world. They do like Oswald. They like anything cute out here. I think that's why Felix is big in Japan, Snoopy, and just anything that has like human attributes that isn't actually a person. Because believe me, the Peanuts gang are huge out here. Well, guys, it's been fun. It's been real. I've really enjoyed kind of like having a conversation with you guys and just talking about that stuff about Disney. Once again, too long, did not read TLDR. I think the animated things are a welcome addition to the Photopass team. However, I don't think they will replace Photopass people, but it'll make very congested places a lot quicker because they won't have to focus on a third person. It'll just be, look at the box, look at this machine. And they're still keeping the Photopass team. So I think it's a thing that will definitely make people go through the experience a little faster of getting pictures, and it won't be so intrusive, because if you have a person standing there taking a picture, it's like, okay, it's Mickey, and then there's camera guy Steve there, which there's nothing problem with camera guy Steve, but there's another character in your experience, even though he's just taking a picture of you. But this time it's just a box. Okay, it's me and Mickey. And we're just happy to be taken pictured by a box, by a robot. So, don't have a problem with it. Do you guys care about this? I don't know. I don't know. I just thought it was a subject that I had a little bit of clout on and I could talk about. And people like maybe Ben Lawrence will talk about more. Maybe Adam the Woo will talk about this. Probably not. I think it's such a minor thing that it'll just go by in about a week and people will forget completely about it, and they'll be like, oh yeah, now there's boxes that take pictures at the Disney parks. That's my thoughts on it, because more than likely not going to change much. It's just going to be what it is. However, I can tell you that I'm happy to be outside of that world, even though I've had experience, and if I really want to, I guess I could always go back and say, hey, I'd like to try this again. Be a fun time, fun thing to do, like when I'm in my 70s or 80s, just for a fun job. If I lived in the Orlando area again, or Hawaii, or California. I like hearing your viewpoint on it. I go to Disney World about 5 to 6 times a year, and I always have avoided the Photopass opportunities because of the time process. See, I mean, that's it. I mean, other people avoid it. I mean, if I was on Main Street USA and I saw someone with a camera and they were saying like, oh, I want to get my picture taken in front of here, can you take my picture? I'm like, would you like me to take it for you? And I would not even mention that I work for the company. I'd just be like, yeah, I'll be happy to use your camera to take the picture. If they ask, can we use your thing, I tell them about it, tell them what they're all about, and then just let them go on their day. But I can understand that. I can completely understand that. I mean, I don't want to be bothered by people. Once, like, if you're there for like a couple weeks, couple months, it makes sense. You can buy like a CD and get all your pictures and all that stuff like that. Like, if you really want pictures aren't a big deal to you. It's, you know, hey, taking a picture right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the one problem is that people always want their whole family in, and when someone's taking a picture, you know, you're missing mom or dad, so you don't have everyone in it. So usually people are too afraid to say like, can you just use my camera? And I'd always be happy to use their camera or use my own, depending on what they want to do. Shot so many proposals, so many of those happy couples that are just like, oh, getting proposed to at Disney. Good place to do it. Good place to do it. People seem very happy when they do that. But I mean, it's all relative. It's all relative. If that's something that you want to do it. But I can understand like going to the park and be like, yeah, I'm okay without doing the Photopass stuff. I really am. However, I'm talking from experience of 2009 to 2012. That's almost 10 years ago at this point. You know what I mean? Nah. I have never seen any proposals that they said no. Worked in Magic Kingdom for many moons, Epcot for many moons, and I did not see any proposals that said no. I never got any proposals in Hollywood Studios, but Magic Kingdom and Epcot, that was a proposal city. But I think there could be places that would benefit without a person, like just a box. However, you know, if no one knows what they're doing, someone could stand in front of your shot. Like an example would be if I did this and they're like, okay, we're gonna get really close to the background and go all the way over here. Now I'm standing here. Hi, hello, I'm over here now. Compared to like when you're closer and you have the background in and you can see your face and everything. I mean, this is obviously just a standard shot. Just found a place to put it on my phone, but it looks a heck of a lot better than from all the way over here. And just a standard shot. But when you're looking at these pictures and editing, you can zoom in. So there's pluses and minuses. Life is about pluses and minuses, right? My friend Dr. Acid had a live stream today. MGM isn't as romantic, I guess. I'd say yes as she proposed me for the at Star Wars. I can understand that. I could totally understand that. It's a very romantic thing, and it destroys Ewok villages and doesn't afraid of anything. I've had a proposal. Oh, if only I knew who the strange person is named Evil Dead Kid. Huh. A strange man from the internet. To change the subject away from the person that said no at a proposal, this is Colonel Sanders. Some people say that he looks Asian in Japan, but the truth is I don't see it. But that's it. And I want you to know that in Japan they like garbage food just as much as America, and they have the double sandwich. Let me see if I can get a shot of this. Let me see. And by the way, they're getting ready for the Christmas Kentucky stuff, the Kentucky Christmas stuff. You can actually pick up here chicken and stuff like that. But do they have the sign out? They don't. Ah, there it is. The double. So they do have the double here, which is the 2 pieces of chicken with the bacon in the middle. Which maybe after No Junk November, I can do a video on that. Possibly. I don't know if he's still here. But I got a guy in here named Evil Dead Kid that seems to know a lot about Planet Hollywood stuff. Huh. That's in Disney too. You know, I used to work in that area of Disney. At the Disney Springs area, I was a amphicar driver. I used to drive cars into the water. Only place in the world that they would pay me to drive cars into the water. When I first went to this restaurant, I did not know what to expect because there's a very famous bunch of comics that have a very similar name. They have to do with BL, Boy Love. And, well, it's a really good place. It has good food and tangatsu, not tsuchikatsu. But it's really good. But the name did scare me. And I can read one thing up here. Okonomiyaki is up here. They got okonomiyaki, which is really yummy. Actually, it doesn't say okonomiyaki at all. Denchimasu. I'm still terrible at Japanese. Just want you guys to know that. I think if I went back to America and I went to Orlando, I could have a job in 2 places. One with as a backup worker for my friend who will probably need people every once in a while. Man, I was completely wrong. That is not even the word. I think it's like takeout. Kairi. So basically, takeout is okay from the Chinese restaurant. They have gyoza, and then I could probably work back at the boathouse again. I think if they have space. there's always a job available. If I could work as a boat operator, I could work as a something. I would probably do like that part time, like, you know, on the weekends or something, or like if I was busy, if I could, or I'd work with that guy that's like, his name's like Evil Dead Kid or something like that, out in Planet Hollywood. That'd be fun. However, I would like to get past these entry-level jobs. The boathouse is an excellent place to eat. They don't have it on the menu anymore because I went back when I was in Florida for 3 days when I was in Orlando. I asked, do they have frog legs still? And they don't sell frog legs anymore. I was quite upset. And I really missed working there. It's a fun place. It's funny, when I walked in, a lot of the staff were like, is that Scott Eukin? And like, one of the people that worked there works with me. Two of the people that worked there work at the haunted house, or used to work at the haunted house. I miss that. I do miss that. That was fun. It's not owned by the same people who owned it when I was there, so unfortunately I got nothing to say. Hey, I've got a ghost right now. Someone called that Zach guy from that Ghost Adventure show, because right now there's an orb on my screen. And I don't know if you can tell this. There's a ghost, and it's on my head. I don't know how it's possible. It's probably not a reflection or anything, but it's back again. See, you see this? Oh my gosh, this is terrifying. This is terrible. One of those kiosks by the Ghirardelli, you can get Dole Whip. Now, there's a video that I've done, and not many people have seen it, where I went to the place where they make Dole Whip, like in Hawaii. And that was pretty cool. There's the biggest maze in the world, pineapple maze. My friend Hector, my friend Hector comes to Japan, he comes to Japan on a flight for free. Now, bear in mind that it costs quite a lot of money to come out to Japan. Thankfully, he has friends that work in the airline industry, so that's cool. That's neither here nor there, but that's freaking cool. You can come here for free here. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad someone knows what I'm talking about. But he comes here for free on an airplane, gets air travel for free, standby seats, and gets a sleeping seat, which is something I have not experienced, even though I've done the cross-international tour a couple times. And then he gets delayed on his way back to America, and his delay is in a place called Oahu, which you may know as the place that Honolulu is in. He gets delayed to Honolulu, gets 2 days in Hawaii, gets to go to the pineapple place, and like goes to, I think he went to a couple places in Waikiki, and I just was like, dang, what a good time. I was pretty lucky. Person I went with and me, we got tickets to Hawaii for about $350. Pretty good. Pretty good. And I even got to do a Disney thing out there too. I went to the Alani, which I wouldn't recommend if you're not a Disney fan. I just wanted to go swimming. My favorite is Maui. It is supposed to be named after me, but they accidentally dropped the R. There you go. Now I'm gonna just call you Maui from now on, okay? I'm gonna call you Maui, because that's gonna be easier for me. I wanted to go island hopping, but it took the plane travel would cost too much to go from one place to another. We got tickets for $350. It was more than that to go to a different island. So we just decided, well, we'll just stay in Oahu and do everything we can in Oahu, and we did. And it was fun. And we went to the North Shore. We had garlic shrimp. Woo, woo. That was good. There's some good places to eat garlic shrimp and some bad places to eat garlic shrimp. We found all three of the versions: the really good, mediocre, and the terrible. First time was the terrible. We had the really good, then we were searching for really good ones. We only found mediocre. Yeah, it was a good time. A good time. We got sirens going off. Guys, I've been walking for a while. I need to start getting home because it's, I think, past midnight already. It's after midnight. I'm just happy that Jeremy DeMoss stopped by. Are you you're really doing something wrong if you can't get garlic shrimp? Yeah. Believe me, I experienced the wrong version. I did experience that. But anyway, I gotta go, guys. It's been a really long time. Thank you so much for joining me. As I always say, you can do it, I can do it, we can all talk about it too much. I have a Patreon. If you like these videos, that's there. But if you don't, it's fine too. Leave comments, subscribe, leave likes. Those are cool too. As I always say, you can do it, I can do it, we can all do it. Be nice. And also, whatever, there's photo boxes now. It's nothing new. It's the way that theme parks will be. Later, guys. Have a great night. Okay. Bye-bye.